Hey guys, welcome back to NotDone-Podcast. Today is gonna be one of the best, probably, one of the best episodes that's gonna happen on this podcast. Not just because I think so, because I'm with one of my closest friends, I would say, but not just my closest friends, but also, he's been a key figure in who I have become, but not just like in business, but growing myself and also leading me. There's those friends that you have who will impact you, who will take you in the right direction. That's how I like to call it. And there's those friends who will not take you in the right direction. But the one I have here is Shadrach. Now, Shadrach is a friend who I met a while ago, and he has made a big impact in my life. But the reason I'm here with him is not so we can talk about friendship, even though our friendship is amazing, but it's because of what he has done and also his mindset and his vision. He's a visionary. He has a lot of stuff that he runs, but I'm gonna let him talk about that. But with that, I'm gonna bring him up, and also I want him to introduce himself. But Shadrach, tell us a little bit about yourself and who you are.
Hello guys, my name is Shadrach Itambogo. They call me the one and only in the house, as you already know. Born and raised in Tanzania. Long story short, I'm here in the United States. I end up being in the United States, the best state in the world. Because America gave you the freedom to do anything you want to do. You can become a drug dealer, you can become a smoker, you can become anything you want. It's your choice. It's your choice who you want to become, and that's something good. And I always tell people, I want to be honest with you. I want to be honest, because America gives you everything. You can drink as many times as you want, as so long as you follow the laws. Don't drink and drive. And you can do whatever you want to do. But those who choose to drink, they choose to drink.
Yep.
Those who choose to be successful, to be successful.
Exactly.
And the path for me, I choose to go the right path. And guess what? Building businesses. That's how I was able to end up to meet you. Because we do business. We are young adults. We're looking out there. We want to achieve something great. And we want to achieve, massive success. But in order to do that, you got to hang out the right people. I remember when I met you, I don't know where you are. And you always say you're the most handsome looking guy in the world. If you're the most handsome looking guy in the world and you're broke, what that mean? Excited to come here and play along and be along, become an entrepreneur. And that's something I would admire. A little thing about myself, I run a couple businesses. I really, really excited for the league when we launch this year. If you don't know about it, is Elite African Super League. Elite African Super League will be launched soon, and I'm very, very excited about that. I'm a CEO of SD Wood, film productions. I'm a CEO of Shadrach Enterprise. There's a lot of things I run. I'm a business owner. I'm here to make money, and I still work. You imagine I do all those things, I still have a job. I work in safety as a principal safety coordinator. I'm still doing all those things. Why? To make sure I'm ahead in life. I don't want to, because a lot of people say, you got to enjoy your youth, you got to go party and all this. I know I'm not here to party. I'm here to get, myself ready for the future. I don't want to be broke, man.
I love that.
That's a little bit about me, man.
Honestly, I love that, because couple things that you actually talking there that I do like, and we're gonna be actually focusing on here on this podcast today. The youth, that's one of the things we're gonna talk about. But also the other thing I will focus on is the visionary, because like you say, you're part of, you're also one of the co-founders of Elite African Super League. You're one of those, and also you own Shadrach Enterprise, and also you're CEO of SD Wood. Obviously, you're a visionary. You can't do that and not be a visionary.
We're going, man. We're going, baby.
You also,
financial freedom all the way.
But you also have said that you also still have work. So this will actually be a good topic for us to actually start off. With you having all these things that you actually already doing. How do you do all these things and yet you still have a job on the side? Because I personally know a lot of people in my life. They say, hey, I have a work and I'm busy. But you already doing this, because one of the most successful guys
that I know. Are you busy being broke or are you busy making money?
Oh, guys. And that's what I'm telling you. Because even that, one of the most successful guys that I know, he said, you gotta use your energy to do many things, to just be able to do. But a lot of people, they use their skills, I have a job and that's it. But for you, you are CEO of many stuff. You do a lot of stuff. Talk to us about that. How do you exactly manage to run these other businesses, but also still have your job and still be able to run businesses on the side? Talk to us about that. What's your mentality, your mindset?
It's funny, bro. It was not the mentality that I had. It's the people I was hanging around with. I look at, if you can see Donald Trump, that man, he had a court, this and still running election. I look at that man and was like, this man, what is doing? You know, how can you do all this? You in court, you are running election, and guess what? You end up winning an election.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about the mindset. The mindset, the people you see. If you are seeking for something, you will do anything you want to do. If you want to achieve success, you will do whatever you want to do. For me, I end up hang out with the people who's very successful, like Ali and Maka. You know, they run a successful, multi-million-dollar business. They help a lot of people out there. Some people inspire me. And they say they had a job. I look at Paul Miller, I look at the Kanti Alata Gala, I look at Sugi and Kaju. They had a professional job. They had a good man. They make over $200K in a year. They still do business on the side. I ask myself, who am I? I just make $33,000 in on my job. What I have to do? Guess what? They told me one thing, Shadrach. From 9 to 5, you do work. From 6 to 10, you build your wealth.
Love that.
And it's something that a lot of people have to learn. And if you don't learn how to do the simple things, make sure 9 to 5, you go to your job.
Yeah.
The last time you do it, I manage. How do I manage it? It's just about prioritize your time. Every time, I look at people and say, I have no time. When it comes, I always ask my question: Who put that things in your plate that take your time away? It's you.
Yeah.
And that's for me. I said there's no such a thing that I have no time. If I'm willing to achieve something, I'm willing to put time in it.
I love that.
And that's I'm very excited about it. The vision I have for me is to make sure I change the world. How will I change the world? I cannot change the world by myself, and there's no way. You can see Malcolm, you can see Martin Luther King Jr. They didn't change the world by themselves. They changed the world with people. They run with people. If they was just by themselves, they say, I have a dream. They just say, I have a dream and stay in the cabinet. It will never achieve that dream. But he said, I'm going to go there and change the people. I make that decision. I'm going to go there and I want to impact people. Okay. And the people start following him because he had a dream. I started with a dream. I have a dream too. But it's not going to happen until I change somebody's dream. And that's for me, the vision is to go out there and make it Eastern Africa different. Because we have talent. We have people who can change things, different ways. People who can become multi-millionaires, but they don't have no hope. All the league I'm creating, because what? I know people out there, they wanna succeed, they wanna play professional, but they don't have the platform they're gonna be able to help them achieve that. That's why I said, man, you have talent, and this is your stage. We're going to give you a chance for you to perform that stage. And that's Elite African Football Super League is there for.
I love that.
Those people want to succeed, we get a chance for that. That's for me, my vision to get my brother and sister, you out there, to give them hope that they came to America here for American dream. And the American dream, we want to fade away because we have the platform for them to use to become successful. Shadrach in the price is still going to change a lot of world. You see yourself. How many young people you see every single day in the PWW stage? They just change their lives. I'm telling you, I can go on and on. I'm very excited about that.
I love that. But yeah, talk to us a little bit about Elite African Super Soccer League. Talk to us about that. A little bit about what is that and exactly what is the vision for that one?
For me, the vision for Elite African Super League is this is what I want to say. This is our tagline, and I want to tell you about it. Everybody has a future. And I know I came here as an immigrant. I want to play soccer so bad. I was looking which club, which I can able to connect, who can I go to? I didn't have it. And I look at it, there's a lot of young people. They want to play pro. In America, football is not that much. Nobody want to see that talent. It just fade away in the backyard. Everybody have talent. I know that when you came over here, I know you want to go pro. We play together in semi-pro league. We play together, but we know how much we want to achieve. We want to go pro.
Yeah.
I wasn't good at play soccer, I'm not going to lie. But let me tell you this, I had a dream to become professional too. But there's more people have a talent more than me. How did we come? In 2022, we were sitting with my guy, Bilo. I was talking to him, bro, how can we create a league that's going to give people a chance to showcase their talent? And how are we going to do that? For 4 years, I had that dream to make that happen. But guess what? My goal is to make sure every club out there, I know we have a lot of clubs, we play games around, and we just normal. Because those clubs out there, like my people, those clubs out there, like USI, you know, I don't know how you said it, and the name right, I mispronounced your name, I'm sorry. But you can see all those clubs out there, you know, they all want to achieve something, but they don't have the platform to put their teams to get known out there, to get known the best place that a scout can come and watch those players play. But this platform that we create, gonna give a team for the club the credibility that one player from their club was able to go pro. In this league, we want to bring a scout to you. All those people out there, we want to bring the scout to them because we already prepared all that. It's just a matter of time that they are gonna be there. They're gonna be their stage for them to showcase their talent, and that's what I'm waiting for. It's something that I had this long time, and I want people to know that, hey, you don't have to be ashamed of your dreams if you want to achieve them. If you want to achieve them, now we bring the platform. Just let your club know that there's a league that you have to participate. And ESL, bro, ESL will never disappoint. ESL will make sure everybody out there, every talent out there, gets seen on the big stage. And that's what I'm very, very excited about. Because if you don't see the scouts coming through you, pay millions of dollars to play for somebody for some club that's not gonna take you anywhere. Yeah. But here, guess what? Your club that you're playing to, that one club that you're playing to, it can be my people, it can be USI, it can be, you know, Makombora FC, it can be any club out there. Guess what? This is gonna be your chance where you're gonna be able to perform yourselves. And that's why I said it is your talent, and this is your stage, and this is your chance to prove what you can do.
I love that. Yeah. Like Shadrach just said, it's an opportunity for you to put your talent out there, and also for your club to put themselves out there. I love the vision for that because, you know, like you say, a lot of us as immigrants, we come here, we play soccer, and when you play soccer, obviously in America, the platforms are not there. The opportunities are not there or you to actually go pro. And what you just told us basically, it says, if you have the opportunity, now what we're gonna do is give you a platform to actually put your talent, you know, out there, and also get the opportunity to be seen somewhere else. Maybe you can take your talent the next level and actually go professionally. I love that vision that you guys have. That is honestly, like, you know, one of the best things that you can do for our African community. Honestly,
yeah,
like, you know,
we'll do whatever we gotta do, man.
Yeah, I like. See, that is what it means to be a visionary thinker. Now, on top of that, going to our next, a little bit more into our topic, just a little bit deeper. Let's talk about our community. Let's talk about, especially the younger generation. We know our parents, they might not have visions, but let's talk about having visions as young guys. As how do you see these young guys in the next couple years, the way they are going, and what would be your advice to them, or what would you recommend they start if they need to change direction? For you, how do you see our generation currently going? And also, okay, how can we also improve that? Talk to us. How do you see our generation right now, where it is right now? How is that going?
It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. I want to say, especially right now, the world we're going. I remember I was watching the speech from Trump. He says, Congolese, they come from jail. And they came over here, you know, straight from jail, and they came straight to America. What do you think Trump, you know, block the migrants right now? He said that in his press conference. And it's something that is true. You can see a lot of people right now. I have like 5 friends that were in jail. It's hurting to see where our community is heading now. And for me, I want to say this, you know, right now, at this moment, we are collapsing in America. I see a lot of young guys, they end up doing the wrong thing. Guess what? What they end up doing? Smoking, drinking, all those things. They end up going the wrong hands. They end up doing the things they're not supposed to do. Because our parents, they said, don't do the wrong thing, don't do this. Those are things we end up doing it. Because they're influencing people that we hang out around with. For me, for you young people out there, if you really, really want to accomplish a lot, I know it's hard. I know America is very hard, bro. I can tell you what I go through. Sometimes I feel like, can I just smoke? So I can forget all the problems. Marriage problems, getting somebody pregnant. This is going on. But I forget one thing, that God is out there to lift all my problems. If you have something to achieve, if you have to accomplish something, I know I can go to one, the one and only out there. Like, oh God. I'm able to praise him and tell God, thank you for giving me this opportunity. This heavy load is on me. Can you please lift it up? And then God will bring those people around. That's for me. I was not faithful enough, but I know there was God who make me wake up every day. The whole day I'm going to tell you this. For me, it's not just about me being here and enjoying, having fun. No, it's not just about that. It's how much can I put into other people out there? That's what it's about. I'm going to tell those young people out there, brother.
Yeah.
You know what the best thing they can do? Get along, get good with God, and find the right association. If you really want to accomplish something, you got to find the right association. We are here, Dawood. We were thinking broke. We are thinking about going here. We just come from church right now, and it's the big conference we ever had, ever happened. We just come from, we see those leaders out there. They say they got to go to God, and ask God. He's gonna provide everything, because he's gonna give you everything that you're looking for. And for me, I want to say this: make right with God and find the right association. People gonna able to think the vision, the visionary. That's what you said. The thinkers. People who they want to think ahead of life. They think in 2030 how my life is gonna able to look like. Not the people who just think about today. Let's drink and smoke today and live everything today, because tomorrow we don't know I'm gonna die. That's a lot of people think about. They live in today. They don't think about tomorrow, what is going to happen. They think only today, and that's thing that frustrated me. You know what? I don't blame them. I don't blame them. We all been there. But the one thing I said, if you want to be broke, stay where you are. If you want to be frustrated, stay where you are. If you want to have a lot of anxiety, stay where you are. Whatever you want, you stay where you are. But if you want to change and become a better person, a better version of you, change your association and meet the people who you want to become. Because a lot of people said, I don't put down anything. If you want to become a engineer, you ain't got to engineer. You become engineer. And that's the one thing we're missing. And that's very, very, very excited about it. The most important thing everybody have to know is just make right with God, and everything will be all right, man.
I love that.
Everything will be all right.
Yeah, so you getting closer to God, and getting closer to the higher power. And the other thing that you just, talked about and emphasized, having the right people in your life. I can be a testimony of that. Honestly, like me personally, I know for sure if I didn't have the right people in my life, I would not be where I am. I would not be going where I'm going. I think it's always important to have your friends, but then you also have to think about your dreams more. Have to think about what my life is gonna be in the future. And if the friends that you currently have are not helping you get to that, I think it's best you hang out with those who are helping you, get to that. Because I saw this one post, I forgot who said, but it said this: your normal friends or friends who are not going nowhere, they normally talk about other people, they gossip about other people. But people who are going somewhere, they talk about visions, they talk about places they want to be, they talk about different things, they don't gossip about that. So I love the fact that you're telling us, be around the right people who are going in the right place.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a way to make it in life. Because you become the 5 friends you hang out with. I'm telling you, you pick up those people who just want to play soccer, you'll be like them. You want to be around people who want to be broke, you'll be broke. People said, I found it very important. If you want to be broke, it's very simple. Find a broke person and ask them what they did. Or, give yourself advice when you're broke.
That was it.
That's how you choose, man. I'm telling you. It's a fact. It's a fact.
It's definitely
you become the 5 friends you hang out with at all time. All time.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Yeah, that's honestly, that is, it's crazy to think that you want to be rich, but you think your friends who just work at these low places, you think they can take you to the next level. Honestly, it cannot happen.
Happen.
Yeah, and that's what I say, also, if you hang out with yourself, it's like, if you're broke, you're still gonna be broke, because I know for sure the person we talk to the most is ourselves.
Yeah,
so
all the time.
if you're broke and you're talking to yourself, nothing is gonna change. That means you are telling yourself some bad advice there.
Yeah. Hey, because a lot of people, that's what I used to speak. I'm broke. Man, I tell my mom. My mom said, "Can you give me $5 right there?" I'm broke. Hey. $100. Mama, I don't have no money. And guess what? I end up not having no money. Every my check comes, I don't have no money. Because what I speak, you hang by the tongue. You are hang by the tongue of. I forget the way he said. I forget that, right? It's in the Bible too. Your power spoken words. Your words are very powerful. What you speak to yourself is what you get. Don't speak what you don't want. Speak what you do want. If you want to become successful, what do you have to do? Speak what you do want.
Speak what you want.
Mama, at this moment, I'm very successful. But mama, this is not the right time. Next time, I will have the money. I love that. Hey, listen, you think the different ways. The way you say, or what you say to yourself. When you speak, you are broke, you'll be broke. The rest of your life. But you said, man, I'm a very successful man. Every day, I'm a very successful man. I'm finding the right people to hang out with. I'll be very successful. I'm telling you, there's people out there somewhere. They hang out, they're very successful. They hang out, they're making money. I will hang out there. I will be a multi-millionaire. I'm telling you, this is what I have this going on for myself. I'll build a lot of business. I'm telling you, you gonna get it.
I love that.
I'm very excited, man.
That's honestly, I think what you definitely is telling us, what you say is definitely what you get. Even in the Bible, like you were trying to say, I think you were trying to tell us, you know about the words of your mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
And that, if you read the book of Proverbs, they have that saying in there. So the words that you're actually telling yourself, it will actually happen, because, one of my favorite book, right now it's actually my favorite book, it's called The Secret. And The Secret, all it talks about is the law of attraction. And the law of attraction is what you're basically telling yourself, the kind of thing you're attracting to yourself. So what you're telling us is basically, you want something, you have to speak it. You want to say things that you want. You don't just want to speak things that you don't want to yourself, because that's what you're going to get. And then on top of that, I want to, obviously, because, your mindset and your visions, you have to be growing in a lot of ways. And you have taught us hanging out with the right people is one of the ways. And talk to us about, how do someone grow, because I know for me, one of the things that worked out for me is when I started reading personal growth books. Talk to us about different kind of ways, if it's reading books, other different kind of ways that people can actually grow, especially for youngers. What are some, things they can start doing that will help them grow themselves?
That's a great question, man. Let me go back in 2020. It was COVID-19. Brother, I didn't know how to read.
Man, that's crazy.
I never read in my life. I graduated. I'm under that fact, This one Wikipedia. I was, that's Wikipedia, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. There's a source I was using. There's Quizlet. Before we had a ChatGPT.
Yeah, now we got ChatGPT.
Long time ago, we had ChatGPT.
2026, we got ChatGPT.
Yeah, ChatGPT. Okay. I'm telling you, one thing that I learned, brother, is this. I look at myself, like, what am I doing? I was graduating from high school. I didn't know how to read. I graduated. Guess what? My English class, I had A's. I never dropped to A's. I graduated my high school. I graduated with 3.9 GPA. 3.9. Very smart kid.
Yeah, very smart.
I was out there.
Mine was less.
I'm telling you, I was thinking I was so smart until I met a smart person. He told me, Shadrach, I was going through a process trying to be, become an entrepreneur. I didn't know. I want to make money. At that time, I already started SD Wood. I started SD Wood in 2017. That's when I started SD Wood. I was doing the camera, man. I was doing a lot of different things by myself. I learned how to build a team. I learned how to educate other people. I learned all that. But I was that guy who had the vision, to succeed. But the action was not there. To put it in place was not there. I can tell somebody, do this and it works. But I didn't have the way how to put down out there. But I met a guy, his name was Lad. And guess what, brother? And as soon as he told me, Shadrach, go read this book, I said, this book took me 48 hours. 48 hours to read this book, and finish it. And I said, 48 hours for you. Okay. You know, you've been here 30 years in America, so that's good for you. And I said, for me, how long will it take you? 6 months.
48 hours, 6
I just be honest with myself. I'm afraid. Say, be who I am. I never be afraid. I will do whatever I gotta do. I'll be real with you. I'm not that kind of friend that will go down behind your back and tell you, oh man, you good, you're this. I will tell you the wrong thing you are doing right now, right there. Because I'm your friend. I want you to be better. That's who I am. And I always be honest. I never let the words of other people judge me. And that's what I tell him. I tell him, yo, it will take me 6 months. And I said, hey, Shadrach, 6 months? No, you're joking with me. He didn't know, I don't know how to read. But he knew my English was broke. But he knew, like, hey, I graduated. He knows, like, I graduated in high school. It's not a joke to graduate 3.9. He knows that. But I was like, he said, Shadrach, no. Can you, the shortest you can do? I said, 2 months. You know, 2 months. I said, 2 months. He said, Shadrach, come on, that's 2 months. It took me 48 hours. And he said, Shadrach, I'll give you a week. Whoa, somebody challenged me.
A week?
A week. And we're going to come and talk about this book. Brother, I didn't know how to read. Guess what I have to do? I have to read. I want to become successful. It's the size of a dream that's going to get you out there. If you want to be, you wanna get yourself, you want to educate yourself and become a different person, a different vision of yourself. Yeah. You got to be a dreamer. The dreamer have to be strong enough that nobody can shake that tree. And that's for me. What I have to do is this. I get out there and I said, I'm going to read this book. Every day I read that book. And that book was God Giver. I read a book about Joe, this, go to meet Pandora. Pandora gave me a lot of things. I was like, oh my God, this is the best book I ever read. I read that book, I was paying attention. I learned the five laws that is in there, you know, like the law of value, the law of compensation. I read all those laws. I was like, wow, your true worth into men, how much you give. Then what you take in payment. I was like, give me money, give me. You know, I was so excited. And I knew one thing is this. Brother, there's a lot of things that there are a lot of things that are out there that you don't know. And those people, they cannot give you to you, they cannot meet you out there. They know there's a lot of people there they cannot meet. So they write them in the books. The secret is that book. There's a lot of successful book people out there told you how to get the wealth, how to get their success and all those things. You know, they write their thing, they put it in a book and said, whoever gonna read this is gonna get the secret.
I love that.
Anyway, when I read that book, brother, it changed my life. I made a decision that from that day, I will read as many books as I can. It doesn't matter if I'm gonna go to Google Translate it, come back and do back and forth, I will read those books.
Love that.
And right now, brother, I read more than 50 books. More than 50 books in my entire life.
Wow.
I couldn't know. When I was reading the first book, I was reading 3 pages. Was taking me like an hour, 4 hours. Just a couple pages. And right now I can read the whole chapters in a couple minutes. There's a lot of changes in my life. I grew up with those people who push me. You gotta put yourself in the people who are able to willing to challenge you. If you don't have those people who are able to challenge you, there's no way. Allah challenged me. Ali Malka challenged me to overcome my fears. Because in Bible, but the Bible tells us, 365 times. 365 times. How many days is that?
That's a whole year.
That's a whole year. 300 is not a coincidence. The Bible, 365 times, they tell us that. How that was able to happen? 365 times we have, and that's a daily thing. God told you to never be afraid. Everything that you want to succeed, you never be afraid you get it. And that's for me. I believe in the system that people hang out with. People willing to challenge. If you want to develop yourself, go to the next level. This is the ways, the only way you cannot challenge, that you cannot give yourself a challenge and take that challenge very serious. Until somebody give you a challenge.
I love that.
To do it. Because I'm telling you this is one thing I was going through. If I set that goal for myself, I will never accomplish it that easy. But if somebody set that for me, I will do it. Just like your boss. When your boss tell you, come here at 7 o'clock, if you don't come and give your point, what do?
You get there.
Everybody. We look in our community. We worship so much. When we go to work, we go on time. Never late. And guess what? When it comes to our thing, come to a wedding, everybody will show up 2 hours later. If it's 5 o'clock, you will show up at 7.
The African time.
The African time. And you say, we have a meeting at this time. We will show up at this time. Guess what? That mentality. If you want to change that mentality, hang out the people who will go in the right way. Hang out the people who's gonna willing to challenge you. That's the most important part. Those who are gonna be willing to challenge you, that's the way. This is the only way I know.
Love that.
And if you do that over time, you will see that benefits.
Love that.
I don't know if I answered your question right.
Yeah, you definitely did. Guys, I definitely want to go back to what Shadrach said. When you said the secret, the secret is in the books. You're not the first person who have said that. But guys, one thing I read a while ago, I read this, that most millionaires put their secrets in the books. If they put all their secrets in the books, it's because they know most people also don't read. So when all those secrets are in there, because you don't read, you will never know. And that's what Shadrach just told us right now. He just told us, the secret is in the book. But before we move on from this topic, give us, at least 2-3 books, maybe, that you personally like, that it can be recommendation for people out there,
I'm a sanguine first. I'm a sanguine. I know people don't know what I'm talking about. It's called A Personality Plus. You read that book, one of the great books. You get to know who you are. You got to know who you are. And you got to know how to act. You know why you act like that, and how can you be able to improve yourself from there. Magic of Thinking Big. Okay. Very amazing book. If you want to think big, read that book. I remember one of the chapters talk about those is, you make it, a lot of people make a lot of excuses. I forget the title, the name of that chapter. You go there, you're gonna be able to figure it out. Rhinoceros Success. 10x rules. Think and Grow Rich. There's another book I can tell you what to say when you talk to yourself by Shad Hamster. One of the best book out there, The 7 Habits of Effective People. Highly effective people. You can see all those books out there. The Rich Man in Babylon. There's a lot of different books you can able to read that can able to impact. And the book I'm reading right now, the best book I haven't seen. If you study that book, will able to change your life. The best year ever.
I mean, I think that's the one by Jim Rohn.
By the Jim Rohn, bro. That book is crazy. It is crazy. It talk about a lot of different things that I want to share with you. I want you to go figure out. A lot of great things that you're going to be able to change your life for good. Because there's a lot of the blind spots you never see. You want to accomplish this, but you make a lot of excuses. That book will take excuses away. And I remember with this chapter I'm reading right now, talk about your asset. A lot of people, you don't know how much you're worth. You just living a life, but you don't know where you're going. I want to become a multimillionaire, but you don't know how much you're worth. If I ask you right now, hey, how much you worth? What will you tell me? What is your net worth? Everybody have net worth. Everybody. It could be 0, it could be 1, it could be $2, it could be $10, it could be $300,000. You got to know what you're worth. When you know what you're worth, brother, you will know the next step you're going to take to become a multimillionaire, to make your first million. And that book is I don't want to talk more, man. I'm telling you, man. He gives you those secrets in the book. The secrets in the book.
That's what I said, the secrets in the book. I love that now. But you just gave us some of the best books. I understand what I think, and I have read, all of the books that you have just said. And, the craziest thing, all of these books have something in common. All of these books are written by people who are successful. The second, actually, you actually mentioned one of my second favorite book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Yep. That is my second favorite book. I love that book.
Even if you can find Ali Gashan on TikTok, he explained that. Very good. Very good. And there's the one, I forget about it. Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
You talk the other side, I know you have Rich Dad and we have Poor Dad, as always. So those books are really good. Yeah, man, I really believe it, that book. What do you call again? I forget the name.
7 Habits.
Yeah, that one. I love that.
I love those habits. When you read that book, the first it got 2 parts. You got independence and independence. The first part of the book, it focuses a lot on building the foundation, and then on top of that, they go out of the foundation. It's just basically like how you build a house. The first part of it, you first build the foundation, which they talk about, the habits where you gotta be proactive. You gotta focus on the habits where it's like you are active. You are doing stuff at the beginning, and later on they go into more. But honestly, one of the habits that me personally I love in there is think win-win. And the reason I say think win-win is one of my favorite habits in there is because you, as a business owner, and doing all this stuff that you do, being a visionary, what people don't understand is some people, they want to be in business, but they want other people to lose. But people who are truly successful, they win, but they also make sure the other person also win. That's why it's one of my favorite think win-win. Honestly, it has made a big impact in my life, and it continues to impact me. Because now when I look at someone, I want to help them, but also want to win, but also don't want someone else to lose. So I love that habit myself.
Yeah, that's really good, man. That's really good. I love that. I love that, man. Oh my God, I know you are a very young man, and you are. Can I say your age right here?
Hey, let's keep that as a disclosure.
I think really, really young man. I'm telling you. What I see in Dawood, a lot of people don't see. This is one of the smart guys that are able to change a lot of our community out there. And we do a lot of amazing things every day. I'm really, really, really excited for all the things you're going to be able to do, and the much things you're going to be able to change in our community. The much education you're going to bring to people. Because they say the true worth is determine how many people you solve and how well you solve them. Those who are willing to follow those kind of laws out there, they're able to achieve massive. It's not how much you have, it's how much you give.
How much you give?
You give to people, and you spend a lot of energy, go to solve a lot of people. You don't know how much you're going to have to return. You don't care about what you care is solving people first. And everything you're able to do, that's what God brings us to do in this world. How much you can able to solve others, how much you can able to put time to other people, how much you love other people, to be able to solve them and able to guide them to victories. Because God is able to solve. I read, Moses' book. I read, I was reading Jacob and his whole family. I look all those things, the stories just show about how much God wants us to succeed. When God promises you to do something into your lives, and when you follow, and you've done a lot of different things, and that's the things I'm very, very excited about. And I'm telling you, you are doing that. How much service you give, and God is going to bless you in different ways. And this is one thing that we educate the family, bringing this podcast to everybody, to the world, man. It's crazy. Nobody able to think about that. You said 2026, you're able to start this. Somewhere, somehow, I didn't believe it. And now you bring it into place. And I'm really, really, really excited about it. And I cannot wait a big stage, bring a lot of different speakers to come speak and able to educate our community, because we're going to change for better. I'm very excited about I'm very excited about that, man.
I love
Congratulations.
That. Honestly, speaking on the podcast, guys, one of the reasons we do have this podcast is just for people like Shadrach, because I know the impact that these kind of people can make in our community. I think it will grow our community, but not just our community, a lot of young people out there. It's just gonna have a big impact, and this is one of the reasons why we have not done podcasts. There's a lot of big stuff coming, but I definitely love what you just said there. And like you say, solving people is one of the biggest things that you have to do. All the best leaders out there, they are solvers. Some of the best leaders that we know. You go back even into the Bible. All the leaders that we know from Moses, from Joshua, and all these guys, they were leading. Me personally, the greatest leader that I personally know, is Jesus Christ. And what made him the biggest difference compared to a lot of people out there, compared to other leaders, he was a solver. He gave himself more than he received. He solved people unconditionally. And I think that's what makes,
Until the end, until he was crying from that cross. He said, God forgive them, because they don't know what they're doing. Exactly. And he died. Man, we don't want to go there. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. Amen. That's what it is, It's just, to do that is like, you got to be unselfish. And I think that's one of the things that you personally have. Me knowing you, that's the things that you have that most people don't have. I know I'm a little bit different. I can come, a little bit rough sometimes, but I know for you, you have a heart of like unconditional love. That is that is honestly the best someone can have.
That's true.
A heart where you be able to love anybody. There's no judgmental. It's not easy to have that. I think you, out of all the people I've met, you probably the best one of like having unconditional love. You just love people.
That good.
But
you're making me cry right now.
But this is honestly from the heart. The unconditional love is there, regardless. Whether they do, you always love them. I'm a little bit different, but hey, that is a different conversation for a different time.
Hey, we always say this. Do what God wants you to do. You lean to ourselves, we're all gonna die. This body, it's gonna be gone. But my soul will live for life. Okay. What I give out there, I don't care about that. What I care is serving God, what God brought me to do. And that's one thing I'll continue doing. Believe in God that I can change a lot of people. It's just one thing I have. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of dreamers out there. They're craving to be successful. They want to achieve something great. They want to grow up and change their life. They change their whole culture. They change their whole generations. And for me, I'm going to be there. I don't think less of every people. I don't know. We all sinners. We all done a lot of things. I don't look what other people done wrong. This piss me off every day about this Bambi, this group. I don't care about that. You know what I care about? Humanity. We are all human. We make mistakes, we're going to continue growing. And that's what I care about. And that's one thing I want to continue doing. Because Jesus didn't care the color of your skin. Jesus didn't care about the color of your culture. Jesus didn't care about anything. But he died for all of us. So what is there that I can able to think about less about you? If I still think about less about you, you know who I'm thinking less of? God. Because God created you on his own image. So what I have to do for say less about you, about her that you have, what you did wrong. So have I not done anything wrong?
You have done something
wrong. A lot. God said to you, it doesn't matter the sins that you do. If you repent those sins, I will be there with you. Okay. And that's why I said it's not about me, Daudi. It's God going to do a lot of different things. And I will say this with a lot of passion because I believe what God can able to do in this life. If I just one time just wake up and said, God, thank you for everything. I will love people the way you love them. And I will take care of them. And I will see them the way you see them. Mm-hmm. Brother, there's nothing wrong when I go to your life. I went to a lot of problems, a lot of car accidents. But God said this year, this will be your year, Shadrach. You do a lot of different things. And I can see that's happening. He never told it. He never let me down. He never let me down. He said, Shadrach, hey, one of the letters was reading from him. And he said, Shadrach, get your whole family and you get into the ark. You know what they tell me? He already give out the ark. He showed us a lot of different things. The only way we can get into the ark, just believe in him. He's going to be able to provide everything that we want. We want to become successful. Step outside in the ark because he already cleared the land for us. To plant and able to grow and build businesses and help other people and then go there, become successful, financial independent, baby. We are here, we're coming. And that's how you do it, man. I am telling you, man. I'm telling you. God have everything for us. You are there out struggling every day. You out there, I'm telling you, I just want to speak with you a little bit. You're struggling. You don't know where to start. You don't know where to go. But you have this one thing that you want to achieve every day. You are there, you just want to achieve one thing great for your life. You want to become successful in different ways. This matter in school, careers, whatever. Problem is going to happen in your life. It will. There's nothing going to come easy. But what you have to do is this. That baggage, that luggage you're carrying so heavy on your back, lift it up. Give it to God.
I love that.
Leave it, give it to God. That's the only way. And guess what? When God lifted it, he will lift you up, make you lighter, and push you to the world where you're going to be able to achieve your goal and your dreams. It's that simple. That's simple. I don't want us to go more and talk about this. We can say a million things. But if you do all these things without God, you'll end up being frustrated. Doesn't matter how many success. I see a lot of successful people kill themselves. And they have the success. But they're not happy because you have no God into them. And I'm gonna tell you this: those people out there, you are struggling, you're smoking, you have a lot of problems, you from jail to hell, wherever you came from. You have to know this: that when you put everything to God, He will lift the burden from you. And you just say, God, I give my life to you. And I want you to guide me in the right direction and get me there. He will.
Love that.
He will.
Honestly, I just want to tell you guys, I just want to say I'm really grateful that Shadrach that you showed up. Honestly, this has been an amazing interaction with Shadrach here, and I enjoyed it a lot, and I'm sure a lot of you guys gonna get a lot of value out of this.